swear I keep a pot up in the kitchen, touch my money, then I swear you gon' be sleeping with the fishes. I swear.
What's going on, guys? It's your man's Flaming Marciano, aka the... What's going on, guys? It's your man's Flaming Marciano, aka the Flam God, aka flamgawdgaming. Back at it again on this YouTube thing, bro. I don't know why I keep forgetting my intro, bro. Like, I think it's because I have a headache. Matter of fact, commercial break, not a sponsor, by the way. Shout out Excedrin. This is crazy because literally as I was recording this, Micah Parsons was traded. I mean, like, I was like through week 6 or 7, and then boom, Mike is now a Packer. Cowboys got 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. We're gonna talk about that during this as well, but let's get to it. Let's see, and then at the end of the season, we'll see how close we were. I'm nervous. I'm gonna try to stay away from like score predictions and stuff because it's hard. Like I said, injuries happen. But as of right now, if all teams stay healthy, it should work out. Week 1, Dallas Cowboys versus the Eagles. Mike is gone. Like I said, ignore the scores. The scores automatically simulate. Don't worry about that. But the Eagles, Mike is gone. The Eagles are the Cowboys are a circus right now. Jerry Jones kind of basically already said, I don't care about winning, bro. I'm here for the clicks. I'm here for the media. I'm here to box office, right? Kind of crazy. Chiefs and Chargers. Chiefs, more experience, better coach team, better pizza, Papa John's. It's the Chiefs, bro. Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. Tampa Bay, I feel like, has the better overall team. Atlanta has the better offense. I think Rachaad White not playing week 1 is going to take a bigger toll than what most people think. I do have Mike Evans. I don't think he's going to be as productive. Chris Godwin's supposed to be back at some point during the season. Definitely, if you guys like betting, I would take Cade Otton's over. His yards, I think right now are like 16 and a half, 18 and a half last time I checked. I'm a big Cade Otton fan, and I think Baker loves him. And I think Bucky's going to have a good game too. I got the Buccaneers winning this one. It's going to be close. Yeah, about a 2-point game. Definitely for sure. Cincinnati and the... Come on, bro. Here's the thing, though. Cincinnati struggles against us, besides last season. But before last season, Cincinnati just couldn't find a way to beat Cleveland. It doesn't matter who was playing quarterback. When we had Jacoby Brissett, we was putting belt to ass. And I think... Don't moneyline Cincinnati. That's all I'm going to say. Don't moneyline Cincinnati for sure. Cleveland at the crib, and we don't have any primetime games. We're not going to be a good team. But against the Bengals, we will be. But I still think the Bengals win it in a close one. Miami and Indy. A lot of people think Miami's going to stink it up. I think they are too. I still think Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the game. I also think Michael Pittman is very underrated. I like Josh Downs, and I think A.D. Mitchell's going to have a great season as well. And they have, is it Cole? Did they draft Tyler Warren? They got Tyler Warren, didn't they? It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one for sure. I like Indy, though. I like Indy in an upset. Is this even considered an upset? I guess. Carolina, Jacksonville. I don't like Jacksonville, just personally. Not a Trevor Lawrence fan. I think he's one of the biggest busts of all time, and a lot of people don't talk about it enough just because they had a playoff appearance. But I feel like coming out of college, when you have all that hype, after the generational hope, they was calling you sunshine. They was calling you the next great thing since Andrew Luck, and you know. I do like Carolina on the rise. Bryce Young showed promise in his last couple games in the season. I think Chuba Hubbard now has help in the backfield, so he won't get as many touches. But I like what Tet was showing during the preseason. I think if you combine Tet, although Adam Thielen is gone, I still think they got some boys over there. Jacksonville, Travis Hunter, package. Let's see because if you guys don't remember, Tet used to get that boy problems, man, in high school and college. They used to go back and forth, bro. So I think this is gonna be a close game as well. Although I don't like Jacksonville, I think they win this one, close one as well. Raiders, Patriots. I'm a Raider believer, man. I am a Raider believer. I do think that the Raiders, with Pete Carroll and Ashton Genty, that is a match made in heaven. Ashton reminds me of Marshawn Although Marshawn was a lot faster than people give him credit for. I think Brock Bowers, who else? They got someone else, not Jack Beck. I think Jacoby Myers just requested a trade. But I think the Raiders let Myers go. I think they really liked what they saw in Thornton. He had a really nice back shoulder catch during the preseason. Between Bowers, Thornton, Jack Beck, and Ashton Genty, I think that's an offense. If I'm Geno, I'm like, let's do it, bro. Patriots though, they got the Drake May. You know what I'm saying? They got Big Draco. They got Stephon Diggs over there. Hopefully he can focus on football. They also picked up my favorite running back in the draft besides Ashton, which was Travion Henderson. He had a great preseason. Also looked good as a return man. But defensively, bro, they got Vrabel. You know Vrabel know how to get down. Although not having Jabril Peppers is questionable to me. I don't know why they did that. It's only $4 million guaranteed left on his contract, and they didn't want to pay him that, which is kind of crazy. I hope he goes back to Cleveland. But this is also going to be a great game. It's in New England. Just because it's in New England, I'm going to give that to New England for sure. Arizona and the Saints. I don't love Spencer Rattler. I like him better than Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck is a 34-year-old Josh Rosen. That's all I'm going to say. Yep, double score game. Okay, yeah. Aaron Rodgers facing his former team week 1. I didn't like what I saw from Aaron Rodgers. I don't think their defense is going to be as good as it was last season. The Jets have a lot more promise. They're a lot younger on offense now with Aaron gone. Breece Hall, it's a make it or break it season, although Braylon Allen is, from what I'm hearing, he's going to be the guy running back. Garrett Wilson also, you know what I'm saying, the Ohio State link up with him and Justin. The defense still looking defensive-y. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets here. I'm gonna go Jets in a close one. It's not gonna be a 9-point win though. It's gonna be a close one for sure. The Giants and Commanders, guys, listen. The Commanders are gonna be a good team. They're still gonna make playoffs. They're gonna win 10, 11 games. But the Giants are my sleeper team. Now, a lot of you may not believe in Russell. Let's just say Giants are 0-3. You plug Jackson Dart into I don't think they're gonna start 0-3 though. I think the Giants are actually gonna be a fringe playoff team. I think 9-10 wins in the NFC can get you into the playoffs, but I think there's gonna be a lot of 9-10 win teams over there. The Giants have everything you need in a team that can compete now, right? Good defense. Their secondary is a little questionable, but they have a great defensive front, especially adding Abdul Carter to that, bro. Brian Burns, Sexy Dexy. Nah, I don't like Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm not a fan. But you add Abdul Carter to that. And then on offense, bro, you have Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson. They don't have a lot of size. I think Theo Johnson starts to come alive, especially with Russell Wilson. Russell knows how to spread the ball around to different receivers. And then you got Tyrone Tracy at running back. Don't forget they got Scatterbo as well. I think this week 1 is going to be the upset. I think it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. I don't think it's going to mean the Commanders are going to stink. They're still going to win 10, 11 games. But I definitely have not definitely, but I do have the Giants winning this one. Tennessee versus the Broncos. Broncos at the crib. You're telling me Cam has to go into Mile High and get a W against the Broncos, man? I still don't think Cam has enough weapons. I don't. I think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's a quarterback you can just throw the entire offense on his back and let him work. He made some pretty insane throws in the preseason, but it's different when Sean Payton get 2 weeks to game plan against you, bro. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Now with this defense and this offense starting to click, Bo Nix, his sophomore year, starting to click a lot more with his guys, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin. I need Denver to get a run game going though. If Denver doesn't get a run game, I don't see them surviving shootouts with teams like the Chargers or the Chiefs or the Raiders. They definitely need to get something going offensively on the ground. Excuse me. And I think with Sean Payton, they can do that. Niners, Seahawks. Listen. Sam Darnold. I don't think he's what he was last season. I don't think he's that. That's not him. But he's a Caucasian Geno Smith. and we saw what the Seahawks were with Geno. Now you add a healthy Kenneth Walker to the mix. Zach, who's going to help him in the run game. Is JSN a wide receiver one? I don't know. We'll see. But defensively, I really do like Seattle. Niners, still a lot of questions, bro. Brandon Ayuk, CMC, you know what I'm saying? They had to trade for Brian Robinson, who's himself. He's not really a game breaker. Brock Purdy, they still got Kittle, but I think Jawan Jennings still asking for like upwards of 20 plus million a year. I just think the Niners have too many questions. The only sure things that the Niners do have is Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, and George Kittle. Outside of that, whole lot of question marks, man. And you're playing in Seattle. I think Seattle's going to win this. And the Niners, they don't struggle against their rivals, but, they lose a lot of rival games they should win. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I got Seattle winning this one. I definitely think they're going to take off. Green Bay and Detroit. Does Micah play week 1? If he does, I think he's going to have a limited role until he gets more used to how, LaFleur and what's his name, Brian Gutekunst, how they maneuver in Green Bay. I think this is probably a great trade place for him. Detroit, on the other hand, I think they hit the ground running. I think they definitely pull this off in Green Bay. Lambeau Field's not gonna like it, but I think Detroit wins this. Now, if Micah would have got traded earlier in the season, and he would have had time to, in training camp with these guys, I definitely think that Green Bay wins this one for sure. Houston and the Rams, this is going to be I think this is a game of the week. This is going to be an amazing game. If CJ Stroud can bounce back, if that offensive line can show even just a little bit of improvement over last season, a healthy Nico Collins, a healthy Tank Dell, Joe Mixon's not playing. I think he's going to be out for some games. Nick Chubb is there, though, and y'all know how much I miss Nick. I honestly think this is going to be a great game. I also think they have top 3 defense in the league, bro. When you talking about edge rushers, corners, and safeties and linebackers, they have it all from all. I think they are the best defense in the league. A lot of people push back on that, but I think with what DeMeco Ryans does and being a defensive guy, he doesn't want to put too much on CJ, especially after last season. CJ kind of showed, okay, I'm talented, but don't put too much on me, I forgot what game it was. I think they were actually playing the Lions. The Lions were trying to give this game away, and they were still in it towards the end of the fourth quarter, which is crazy. Rams, Matt Stafford, big question mark. Although they do have Vontae and Puka and Kyron. Great offense. Defensively, I think in next year, maybe the next 2 years, I think they're going to have one of the best defenses in the league. Jared Verse, hot take, he's top 5 edge rusher in the league. To me personally, I think once they get that secondary situated, I think it'll be good. But I think this Houston offense is just going to be too much for them. Matt Stafford, he gets hit once or twice by Aziz or Will Anderson coming off the edge. I think McVay damn near pulls the plug and sits him for like a game or two. Ravens, Buffalo. A lot of people are going to think this is going to be game of the year. I think Ravens come out and just the better team, just the better roster. Overall, they're both really, really, really good teams, but I just think from top to bottom, Ravens have a better roster. Outside of Josh Allen, I'm trying to think who's the impact guy over there. I mean, Deion Dawkins is pretty shut down. Yeah, that's all I can think of, honestly. That's honestly all I can think of. I definitely have the Ravens winning this one. I think it can get ugly. Buffalo usually starts seasons off slow, similar to Cincinnati. But yeah, I got the Ravens winning this one. They get back from the playoff. Why this is this the Monday night game? If it is, I'm going to be very pissed off. JJ McCarthy showing up at Soldier Field against Caleb Williams. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure. This is a 50-50 game as well. Let's see, Roma Dunze, who I'm not big on. A lot of people said he had a great camp. I was just never that big on him coming out of college. DJ Moore. Is Swift still their running back? I can't recall. I know they revamped their O-line, but I don't know. I just think the Vikings are going to be too much for them. They also have one of the best defenses in the league. I don't think Caleb Williams is what we thought he was going to be. But like I said, give him a couple more years. Let's see how he works out. But this is my week 1 predictions. You guys let me know. We're going to do this every week until the end of the season. Let me know what you guys agree on, what you guys disagree on. Let me know if you think I was hella wrong. Let me know if you guys are thinking the same thing as me and like, damn, Flam, I was thinking the same thing. You know? But yeah, we're gonna do this for the rest of the season. I'll be dropping my season wrap up probably tomorrow. Now, after I make my weekly predictions at the end of each video, I'm going to give you guys my 3 favorite bets of the week. I'm going to give you guys 2 that I feel like should definitely hit, and I'm going to give you 1 freaky ass pick. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it the FAP, the freaky ass pick. I bet on underdog and prize picks, but you guys can also do this on your FanDuel or whatever if it's legal in your guys' state. Bet responsibly, by the way. Don't, like I said, I'm a light better. Don't go crazy, guys, all right? Now, week 1, I have Saquon over 1.5 catches. Why it's this low, I have no idea. We know how Saquon gets when he gets... They're going to try to get him an open field. The new center that they have replacing Kelsey, he's a short king. He's a great pulling demon. Now, I think Saquon is going to prosper, period. I honestly think he might go for like over 150 total yards. I think he's going to get a screen and a couple check downs. This might hit in the first half, not going to lie to you, because you guys know how the Eagles like to do when they're trying to, 2-minute drill right before half. If we get lucky, a lot of check downs, Saquon might get 3 to 4 catches. 1.5, way too low. The next leg, call me biased, Joe Flacco's throwing over 1.5 touchdowns against Cincinnati, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of play action plays, especially in the red zone. Faking the handoff to Jerome Ford, throwing to David Njoku, throwing to Jerry Jeudy. We don't have the best receiving core, but Joe Flacco, he knows what he likes. And once again, like I said, we always give Cincinnati a run for their money, and their defense is ass butter. So with that being said, for leg number 2, I really like Joe Flacco throwing over 1.5 touchdowns. Last but not least, this is my freaky ass pick of the week. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to go for 100 plus rushing yards. If you guys can find that on your betting or booking sites or whatever, make sure you take it. Once again, bet responsibly. This is one that's, I think his line is like 79.5, but I honestly think he's going to go for 100 plus. Brother, like, who are they playing against? The Dolphins. At the crib. Like, come on, let's keep it a buck, bro. Jonathan Taylor's finna go stupid, brother. I'm not going to lie to you. No one's going to be able to stop him. So, yeah. Leg number 1, Saquon Barkley, 2+ catches. Leg number 2, Joe Flacco, 2+ touchdown passes. And leg number 3, Jonathan Taylor, 100+ rushing yards. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing this every week. Let's see how we do. I'm gonna keep record, and we'll see how we take this. But I love you guys. Hope you guys love me too. It's your boy Flam Guy signing off, saying deuces.
Watch out for the big girl, 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 big girl. Watch out, 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 watch out for the big girl.